This is National Suicide Prevention Week, and here at CBS 8, we're focused on this topic because you matter, and there are resources out there that we would like to share with you.
I had a conversation with the women behind the nonprofit group called the Liv Project. It's named after Olivia Kunik, who went by the nickname Liv. In 2019, and at the age of 19, she died by suicide. In their grief, Liv's sister and her mother worked on a documentary-style film to educate others about suicide prevention and all of the resources that are available. Here's some of our conversation.
Dear Liv, it's me, your big sister, Tessie.
The film is called My Sister Liv, and it tells the story of Liv Kunik from the perspective of her sister. Sadly, we lost Liv due to suicide in 2019. We have her sister Tess with us, joining us, along with her mom, Honey Buff. Tess, tell me a little bit about your sister.
She was hilarious. She was incredibly compassionate and kind. She loved animals. She was an amazing friend, and I just loved being her big sister so much.
Honey, you're very open and honest in the film about what your daughter was struggling with almost her entire life. What happened?
She struggled pretty much all her life with a nonverbal learning disability, with anxiety, depression, body dysmorphia. And so we started her very early with occupational therapy, physical therapy, a therapist, and graduated up to a psychiatrist. She was always had a face of happiness on. So when she ultimately died by suicide, the community was shocked.
People are afraid to use the word suicide. How can we help our young people become more comfortable in that conversation? Because, yeah, that word is hard to use.
It's still a little scary, but I now use that in conversations with my loved ones, with my friends. I will ask, I will say the word. And I think something that is helpful is, practicing, saying the sentence, have you been thinking of suicide? Or are you thinking of hurting or harming yourself? Because when you can get the word out, they know that you're not too afraid to hear their response, whatever it may be. When someone is struggling, what they need the most is for someone, a parent, a sibling, a friend, to sit with them in their pain and simply listen to them and validate what they're going through. And then when you start talking, letting them know that every single human being experiences, struggles, a mental health crisis at some point in their life, and that nothing, like Tess said, is too frightening for you to hear. And then you can go from there into talking about and collaborating with one another on how to get through the crisis.
In addition to the film, in addition to the nonprofit, you also took on the task of putting together a game that can help people begin a conversation. Tell me a little bit about this.
It's called The Game That Goes There. It's a conversation starting game. It's for ages 13 and up, and it can be played with friends, with family. Also, therapists are using it in their offices, one-on-one with clients.
What can you say to offer young people hope? Their brains are simply not developed enough to realize that trials in life come and go.
Crises, struggles are points in time, and they're temporary, and that if you are struggling, there are so many people there who can support you and who love you. You are not the only one who is going through this. There's so much support and love out there.
So if you would like to host a screening of My Sister Liv for people ages 14 and up, you can find more information on their website. You can also order that card game, plus there are free downloadable informational pamphlets to hand out. Just go to thelivproject.org.
And remember, please, if you or a loved one are in crisis, please call the 988 hotline for suicide and crisis help.